Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she... Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
A seasoned veteran, we're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 91 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down Rams. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now it's Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. But were they aggressive on that one?
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
What we would consider generational for most players, we simply take for granted at this point with Aaron Donald. 7 straight All-Pro season last year, complete with 12.5 sacks and a career high in tackles. And who could forget the sequence he had down the stretch to help Los Angeles secure a Super Bowl win.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
Oh, the return is Powell. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Back to throw, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Stafford. going to be in. On fourth down, here's Bryan Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up
on play action. Now Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. His throw incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On 1st down at Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
As he gets the 1st down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl.
And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Stafford.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. Well, I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there.
his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 10.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 45.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. They snap it to Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Throwing again is Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw, Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now that'll be caught by Kupp.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Niners at 1 and 2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and the lead will hold at 13. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And right side, they're going to go option here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the draw, here's Mitchell.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Now goal for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. From the gun on third, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Stafford now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
From his own goal line, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Stafford on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now. Now it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo
winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Here's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Akers is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Akers again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. It's caught. Mitchell.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now Garoppolo.
touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
But they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. That's taken on the 25. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. On the handoff, Mitchell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete there to McLeod. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Floyd bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. Able to complete this one to McLeod.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And down he'll go at the 25.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down by 5. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
God for me, who could be?